So hello everyone,
Hello.
welcome to the new day and new vlog. Today we have with us our beloved Muntasir, and we thought that we'll discuss today about our last class of German experience of winter 23-24. So how was the experience with you?
Well, for my last class, it was that the professor said before that he will take actually a full exam.
Yeah,
So I got prepared and went there at time, and
Yeah.
it just gave me a quick, almost a similar experience what actual exam is. At first there was listening part, that
Yeah.
is Horen,
Yeah.
and then there was reading section, and there was writing section.
yeah,
So I got the feelings of the whole the exam in the class.
okay,
So that I would say is good thing. And the end of the class, he also discussed the solutions, that this should be the solution, this is how you should write
Yeah.
it and all. So this was the good thing. And one more point is that at the end of the class,
Yeah.
he also gave candy.
that's good.
So-
Like I showed yesterday that we also got some bar.
Correct.
So
And I also got half an hour early leave last day.
Yeah.
That is unusual.
Yeah.
Usually they actually leave us on time, but last day it was half an hour early. So that's also exceptional.
yeah, so if you have seen yesterday's vlog, then my class also got over I think at 7:15. So I think the class got over early. For us, I think it was discussed about the exam questions and also some of the expression exercise, like some kind of games. So, but the questions which were discussed in your class, was it in timed environment or?
Time winner. It was in time environment.
Yeah, so,
It's not actually rigid time environment.
Yeah.
The listening is a time because at first he started it, and then at the end he finished it. So it was time.
Yeah.
For the writing and reading, it was not exactly time, but he told us that you should finish it on time just to get real experience.
yeah,
So try to finish it on time, and then we try to match the.
okay. And how your writing section got checked?
Actually, the writing session, he didn't check it by really, but he just gave us the idea that this is how you should write it.
Yeah.
Did you follow this example? He
Yeah.
also asked that anyone who wants to read it loud, his or her writing, and
Okay.
then he can give feedback. So
Okay.
that was it.
And
So how was your experience?
I think it was quite different because for me, for my class, we had some sections discussed, like one or two questions of Lesen, one or two questions of Huron, which were discussed in the class. And like she played certain audio and we had to find the answers in certain time limits. Like, okay, for 10 minutes, 15 minutes means like the paper, like the sample paper. Also, one more thing, as you raised this question, I think for us, she also told about the links where you can find the model test paper.
Correct.
So she told that you can find some Goethe exam papers, because since it's B1.2, so now you can do the B1 sample exams. And also one of the point that one of the student asked in the class was that since in our means in our exam in the university, there is expression section is not there, the other three sections are there, but teacher or the professor mentioned this point, that the 15 marks that she gave for the class performance, actually that is the performance of expression. Because when you do your homework and when the teacher discusses the homework or the exercises, then you have to speak, then you have to tell like what was the answer, and also while telling the answer you have to read the entire sentence in German. Or sometimes for us there was a presentation, so she told that presentation also had a weightage. How was your presentation, was like you were well within the time limit or not, and how you spoke. So according to that, she gave the 15 marks, which is called the class points. She said this is kind of marks for expression. And about you, how
For us it was similar. We also had homework, we also had class attendance.
Yeah.
We didn't had any presentation, but he said that this 15 marks instead of expression,
Yeah.
it will be dependent on the class performance. So I
Yeah.
would say based on attendance and homework it will be graded.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't share the mark, but he shared that based on our class performance it will be graded.
Okay, for my case, the teacher told the students individually what were their marks was, and she told like one by one that you can come and see your marks. And also one more thing, she told that the marks range, that okay, I've given the marks between 9 to 12 overall from 15.
Correct.
So this one thing she indicated, and then she distributed or told the marks to the students. And I think these are the 15 marks for expression. And also in the very starting, she discussed about the pattern, like 15 marks listening, 15 marks writing, and 15 marks reading, and 60% is your passing marks. So you have to.
For us, it was also similar.
Yeah.
For us, even though the model test contained 20 marks in each section, for example, in the listening section it was 20 marks, in the reading section it was 20 marks.
Okay.
But the professor said that it eventually it will be converted to 15, and the whole exam will be 60 marks.
Yeah.
So it will be just converted.
Got it. And one more thing was that she told that maybe our professor will not evaluate the paper. There might be some other professors who will evaluate the paper, because I think the invigilators differ who are there in the exam.
Correct.
So that thing can differ. It's not necessarily the professor who is teaching you will evaluate your exam, but the 15 marks I think will be given by him or her during the class. And I think one more thing which I wanted to discuss was that, like, he discussed about the pattern. So was the paper from your book, or was it from any Goethe sample paper he got?
It's actually a Goethe exam paper. He brought it, and then he actually had a printout hard copy. He gave us all at the beginning of the class.
Yeah.
Then we gave the exam on time, just like a similar real experience of exam.
So I think that's one of the good things, that some people might have this question that, okay, since in some of the classes we don't have many sample exam papers, although we have exercises which are related and they kind of contribute to the main exam, but I think this is also good practice that you get to practice a model test paper as well. So you get an idea. In some days we have our German exam. We'll discuss about it once we give that exam. But I hope through this video you get some idea how was our last class experience. And that's it for this vlog. Thank you, Mundasir, for sharing your insights. Rest, like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. Namaste. Chalo. See you in new day, new vlog.